Okay, so I'm making this video. I don't usually make videos, but I saw something on Twitter today. I was sitting down. I just got off work, and some girl tweeted. Well, let me just read what she said. She said, "Black females sure do make themselves look bad having all these babies out of wedlock and walking around happy like that's so cute. You already know what most racists say think about us. Now, why would you want to go and be another statistic?" And I replied and was like, and this is a girl I follow, she follows me. And I was like, well, how does being happy portrayed as cute? And her immediate response was, you must have a child. And I was like, I do have a child. And I said, I do wish I would have gotten married before I had my child, but me being happy in no way, shape, or form depicts that having a child out of wedlock is cute. And I made the video because it didn't offend me, surprisingly. She's like, oh, I knew somebody was going to get offended. It didn't offend me at all. It irritated me because that's like one of the most ignorant statements I've ever heard in my life. And I just wanted to bring clarity. I mean, this isn't like anything written in the books, but I feel like people should know. Should you wait until you get married before having a child? Most certainly. One, we were not meant to bear children by ourselves. That's why you can't have children by yourself. You need the help of a spouse. It takes two. It's not meant for one. You don't reap the benefits from marriage when you have a child out of wedlock. There's just, you struggle more financially, emotionally. It's a lot of things and dynamics that go on when you have a child out of wedlock. So in no way, shape, or form am I saying that having a child out of wedlock is cute. But what I am saying is, I feel like from that statement, what she is saying is if you do, or if you get pregnant out of wedlock, you shouldn't keep the child, or you shouldn't walk around happy. Why wouldn't you make the best out of any situation? You have the power. She said something about being a stereotype. You have the power to change your situation. Okay, so what? You had the child of wedlock. God forgave you. You forgive yourself. You move on. You make a better life for yourself, for your child, and you take the steps necessary to lead a good life. And it really bugs me when people get married just because you get pregnant. You're making a hasty decision that you may not have made a year ago or even 3 months ago because there was not a child involved. You never make a hasty decision off of how you feel in that moment. You need to weigh out the options and be rational about your decisions. So I'm engaged now, but I was not engaged when I got pregnant, when I got my child. I wasn't even thinking about becoming engaged. The question was asked, but I was like, no, because we weren't talking about getting married a month ago. And you never want to get married just for the child because it usually does not last. You might not really love that person how you think. It's so much that could go wrong, and then you stay in a relationship with somebody for the child, and the child grows up viewing love as something that is not. You're gonna fall in out of love in marriage anyway, and so you want to make sure that you're falling in love with somebody who you really love, who you really see yourself being with for the rest of your life. It's not why, like, the statement was retarded. Not, I don't want to say retarded. The statement was just, it was foolishness. And so my thing is, I just wanted to say that I'm very happy having my hat with my child. I'm very happy. It has nothing to do with me thinking it's cute, because I don't think it's cute. I wish I would have waited, but it has nothing to do with happy. And I wanted just to encourage mothers out there who may be single. I'm not single, but I definitely experienced the struggles. I was up and down in our relationship, but we decided when we really realized that we loved each other and that we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together, not because of my child Ezra, but because we wanted to, because the child is going to grow up and leave the house one day. You still have to look at that person for the rest of your life. And I want my child to see me and my spouse in love, being affectionate towards each other, working together as a unit to provide a better life for him, and being submitted unto God. It didn't happen the way that I wanted to happen, but it's in the progress of happening. It's in the process of happening, and I'm glad that it happened the way that it did. Because had I made a hasty decision, or had I decided to do other things, my life might not be the way it is right now. I'm comfortable. I have struggles at times, but I'm getting to the point where I'm okay financially. Things just, all I can say is things happen the way that it should have, and we're getting married when we're supposed to. We're not even rushing into that. It's like whenever it's time, it's gonna be time. There is no rush. So I just wanted to encourage single moms or people in a relationship who may have had a child out of wedlock to not be ashamed or afraid because you feel like someone may call you a stereotype, or to not hide your child or be unhappy about it. A child is a blessing in or out of wedlock, and we should raise our child and our children to wait until marriage. But if that did not happen, do not beat yourself up about it. Do not hide your child or be ashamed. Do not speak downly about your child as if you're just scum of the earth. You're a child of God. You are loved. Your child is loved. They are blessed and they're beautiful. They're gonna be great kids one day. You just teach them what they need to know, and you be an example for them. And yeah, I don't know. It just riled me up. I'm like, how does being happy make you a stereotype? How does being happy portray it as cute? I don't know. I guess I want to know what y'all opinions are about it. Or maybe she was trying to say something else, but she just said it wrong. But yeah, I just wanted to encourage everybody, or single moms, people who had children out of wedlock, to continue just doing what you know is right. Don't get hung up over a bad decision. Live your life. Raise your children and train them up in the way that they should go, and just pray in all things. Don't be ashamed. You have the power to change any situation. It's not a mistake. Don't get rid of a child because you feel pressured, or because you feel like it was the wrong decision, or that you're not married. Don't rush into marriage because you feel like you have a child and you got to make an honest situation out of it, because you're not going to set the right example for that child. And that child is not going to grow up knowing what real love is, or seeing how it could be. So make the decision because it's the right decision, not because you have a child. And if you do have a child, be happy about it. Love them. Let them love you. And show the world, hey, I'm not married, but I love my child. And continue to be a positive role model and make better decisions later. I don't know. That's all I had to say. Y'all have a nice day.